Hello friends, I am Nish Kumar Pagar, PhD English from JNV, Maharashtra. We are going to discuss one lesson, Little Girl from class 9. Let us see what is there in the lesson. The first thing that I want to know from you all, that how is your relation with your parents? Means what kind of relation do you share with your parents? Simple question and so many answers. Somebody would say friendly, somebody would say they are little strict, they are disciplined, I am very obedient to them, I love them, etc. etc. So many answers will come. And in these all things, we are going to check what is our main character, how she dealing with her parents, what changes occurred in that character, that we will see through KGR. And the story goes with, today we are going to discuss Catherine Mansfield's beautiful story of the little girl. Title is Little Girl. Obviously, it is very simple that she is very little, and this is that book, The Little Girl. In this particular lesson, means in this video, it is expected that the story is already read by you, and because of that, I am directly shifting ourselves to the new words. The first word is a figure to be feared of, that is a person to be feared. Number of times it happens. If I am talking about you people, then in our family, in our house, there are some important people to whom all of them are afraid. Like that, we can call them that figure to be afraid. Next one is glad sense of relief. When we are in tense mood and suddenly something happens and there is one kind of glad sense of relief, feeling relaxed. Generally it happens when classes are going continuously and then there is some break, that is sense of relief or relax. Fainter and fainter. If I have to explain it, I will say in this way that the sound goes fainter, 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 means it is going lesser or reduced. The pitch of the sound goes down, that is fainter, fainter, fainter. Next word is slip down, means come down quietly but unwillingly. We are not interested, but then also we have to go and attend it. Such type of situation is slip down, to move to that place. Next, stutter, to speak with pauses or stammer. It is generally because of either some issues or some problems in our organs in our mouth, and many of the times it is due to loss of confidence. Few people are there, they could not say the things in very fluent way. They stammer, they struggle while speaking. It is stutter. Next, given it up or stop doing it. Giving it up means, to give up means to stop doing. Trying so hard, doing lot of efforts to do the things. Next, the first one from the second slide, that is wretched, means unhappy. That smiley I used, that is unhappy. Next one, on the brink of suicide. Just last few days back, we came to know about the sad news of Sushant Singh, and there we were all very sorry for him. On the brink of suicide, about to commit suicide, means the person is there on the border of life and death, and he is that much depressed that he wants to commit suicide. That is on the brink of the suicide. Snoring, the sound produced during sleep. Few people are in every family or sometimes in friends is there that we are there with the person and suffer a lot because of the snoring of the person who is next to us, making some sound during sleep. Next, gravely, seriously. When we are trying to do something very seriously, we can say that I am doing it very gravely. Next, laboriously, with lot of efforts, difficulty. Scraps. In the picture you can see small pieces of papers, a cloth, which are generally not needed, scraps. Next, hue and cry, that is angry protest. Due to some reason when we are just protesting, obviously our voice goes little high, and that is hue and cry. A damn thing, generally used to express anger at something. When we are injured with something, and somebody asks that what happened to you, and we are not happy with that. Generally, it is human error, our mistake, but then also we show our anger on that theme, and it is said as that theme, that damn thing, because of this, it has happened. Clung to, that is attach yourself to something. Nightmare, a bad dream. Generally, dreams are very nice. Even Abdul Kalam ji said that if you want to dream, better not to sleep. Or the dream that don't allow you to sleep, that is your dream. But here we are talking about a bad dream where you are going to see some imaginary bad images, and due to that you are not able to sleep properly. Such type of thing is called as bad dream. Next, the last one, that is butcher, that is slaughter, a person who cuts meat, that is called as butcher. All these words are there in our lesson, and please go through these words, try to understand, and after that we are going to discuss the theme of the story. The theme of the story is, let me read for you. This is the relationship between children and their parents. Children share a very important bond of love with their parents. Yes, of course, we are sharing important bond between us and our parents. When they are young, they do not understand their parents because parents are strict and many actions of the parents seems unjustified. And as they grow up, they realize and reason the acts of their parents. Beneath the strictness and discipline, the parents' heart full of love for the children is hidden. Overall, the theme is talking about when we are there in adolescence, when we are there in teenage, we could not understand their actions or their decisions. Many times we feel that every time they are pulling us back. Sometimes when they are shouting at us, we feel that it is unnecessary, it is unwanted, it is unjust, it is not justified properly. There is no reason for going to that limit. Like that we are thinking. And when we are little mature, we are little grown up, then we try to understand, or we understand what is there, or why they took such type of actions, why their words turned to be very important or miraculous, that they changed our life. Okay, so this is what the theme of the story, the relationship between child and his or her parents. Next, we will talk about the writer of the story. It is Catherine Mansfield Murray. Her pen name is Murray, was a prominent New Zealand modernist short story writer. Basically, she is from New Zealand. It is clearly written that she is from New Zealand. She is a short story writer, and her dedicated stories focused on especially she is famous for psychological conflicts, as well as her narrations and observations are very minute, very clear. Whatever she has observed in life, in a normal human life, that she had added as a part of her story or theme of her story. And that same thing we are going to see, this kind of relationship that echoes in every house, in all houses of teenagers. Next, let us talk about the story. The first thing, that Kejia's fear for her father. Kezia, the little girl who is very much afraid of her father. Kezia was afraid of her father and used to avoid him. She used to feel relieved on seeing her father go to his office, and when he is back, she gets terrified at his arrival. A routine has been given in the beginning of the story. In the introductory part of the story, it has been told that Kejia's father, who is very well-mannered, well-behaved, as well as very disciplined fellow, very strict fellow, at the same time, he is little formal in his acts. Whenever he was going to office, he used to come to her bedroom and give her a formal kiss on her forehead. She is also that much formal in that same way. She is also saying goodbye and just waiting there in her bedroom and just checking that if he has gone out of the room and then out of the house and sitting in the car, and the car is moving away and the sound of the car is getting fainter and fainter, and then at once she is relaxed. She is feeling free that yes, my father has gone. Now whole day I am the queen of the house. And then she is very normal. She is excited. She is doing things very happily. And by the time he is coming, that fear again rose in her heart. When he is coming back, it is a routine scene that has been shown in every house when the father is back from the office, maybe from the farm. That is, if he is a farmer. Means after attending their day's work, when they are back, they are there with some demands. When he is back from the office, he is asking for basic things like just bring my tea in the library, I'm there in my library, bring my newspaper, remove my shoes and give me slippers, etc. etc. Such day to day things she has been told, means Kejia's mother has been told by her father. Obviously, the whole family is knowing Kezia is little afraid of her father, and all are trying that Kezia should go close to him, understand him, and she should have some nice relationship with her father. She should understand her father, and because of that, mother is taking her help and telling her to go and give him sleepers. Now Kezia, who is always worried, she moves to the library very slowly. She opens the door, and when she enters, at that time, her father is sitting in the chair, and when she enters into his room, he is there, sitting in his room, reading newspaper, and his ideal style of looking at anyone is just looking over the spectacles. He looked at her. After seeing him that he is looking over the spectacle, she was afraid inside. What to do or what to say? Very normally he asked one question that, okay Kezia, how's your day? Whenever she was there in front of her father, she used to try to be very perfect, and that was making her to commit mistake. Instead of saying what to say or how to say, in that worry, she said, I don't know. When she said, I don't know, that stammering, that stuttering angered him. And he said that number of times I have told you that you have to speak properly. Don't stammer like this. These are bad experiences of Kezia, for Kezia. She could not understand that father is telling that she has to improve. But okay, things are going on like that. Bad experiences adding some negativity in her, and because of that, whenever Kezia was thinking of him, he used to appear, or he appeared for her as a harsh, rude, critical. She thinks him so big. Means when we are thinking somebody big with positivity, we feel that he is very strong man. But when we are thinking somebody with some negativity, obviously things will go wrong. To exactly to the opposite side, she was thinking that his hands are very big and his neck is also very thick. Moreover, especially when he is yawning, he is just yawning, his jaws, his mouth is very big, and thinking about him in alone is like thinking about a giant. Giant giant. This is very famous giant which is known to me. Okay, I felt that this picture will explain you what is giant, and because of that I added it. Okay, let us move to next. As I told you that the family members were always trying that Kezia should spend some time with the parents, particularly father, and she should have some good experiences. They should come to know each other. That is the effort. Grandmother was also there in that picture. She was trying to bridge both the parts, father and daughter. She was trying to bridge them, join them. Every Sunday she used to tell her that to understand her father better, grandmother would ask her to go to drawing room and chat with her parents. But she found them busy with their work and uninterested towards her. Again, the girl is thinking about herself or taking things in her own way. On Sunday noon, suppose she is going, she used to observe that her father is lying on the sofa, covering his face with handkerchief, and mother is busy with her own work, either doing some reading work or maybe reading newspaper, something, it was going on. Now she has to wait, she used to wait, she is worried inside that my father is there, who is always very angry with me. Obviously her expressions were changed, or they were not normal. She was waiting for him sitting on a stool, and when his sleep is over, he is yawning and just asking that, okay, what is time? When he says what is time, he removes that kerchief, and Kezia is just looking at him with that fearful face or worried face. Seeing her face, father says, Kezia, number of times I have told you, don't look at me like this owl. When he shouts, the plan of Sunday noon is spoiled. she is thinking that nobody cares me, either they are sleeping or doing their own businesses, and because of that I am simply kept aside. They are showing no interest in me. That is adding to her negativity towards her father. Again, one more chance came. Grandmother, being very creative in her ideas and thoughts, suggested her that very soon father is going to celebrate his birthday, and for that, Kezia should give some gift. As a father, I want to tell you that when you are there in the family and your kids, your children or child gives you something that is self-created, self-made, that would make any father or any mother more happy than anything that is purchased from the market. That idea is used by grandmother. She said that I am going to give you one yellow silk and you should prepare one thin cushion. That cushion will be used by him in the office or in his library somewhere, and it will be one nice gift for him. He will be very happy. KG also liked the idea and she started her work. She just cut that yellow silk or that yellow cloth very nicely, decorated it, and she stitched all three sections. Only one section was left. Important thing was in that pin cushion something is to be stuffed so that the pins will be thrusted inside. What to do? What to get? She checked for grandmother and take her advice, but grandmother was there in the garden. She just took her own decision. She went to parents' room. When she went to parents' room, there she observed that some papers were lying on the table. Without worrying what these papers are they important for father or mother, she simply took it and she scrapped them. She tore them in pieces and stuffed it into the pin cushion. Unluckily, those papers were very important. They were the speeches which have been prepared by her father for the court authority, and for that possibly he had done lot of homework, lot of study, and then those papers were ready. What to do? Things were going wrong. If she is waiting for her father, father is thinking that she is looking at him like a owl. Now she has prepared one gift, that is also going wrong. Now in the evening there was hue and cry. All were shouting. All were searching those papers. Nobody was knowing where the papers were. Mother came to Kezia. She inquired. Kezia said yes, it was for the surprise, birthday surprise. Nobody was ready to listen because those papers were very important. Actually, maturely talking, Kezia would have asked that what are these papers? Shall I tear them and use it for my surprise or not? Nothing happened like that. Straight away she took her decision and things went wrong. He got very angry. Kezia was sent back to her room. She was sitting in her bed. He came with her wood, and that day he was very angry because all his hard work has been wasted by Kezia unknowingly. But when you are angry, you can't control yourself. It is said that when you are happy, don't promise anything, and when you are angry, don't take any decision. So in that way, when he was angry, he came with a decision. He came very close to her, told her that today I am going to teach you a lesson, and the lesson is don't touch to others' things without their permission. And before she was trying to explain, but it was for your surprise, he took her palm and hit it with the rule. Her soft palms turned reddish. She was crying like anything. That night she cried a lot. Grandmother tried to console her, but before going to sleep, she was also angry with her father, and she could not understand. She felt that unnecessarily I have been punished. She said that for what God has prepared, fathers. Grandmother said, no problem, he will also forget this thing, you will also forget this thing, and very soon you will be friends. Just leave it, go to sleep. And she went to sleep. Slowly, things were coming to her mind that why my father is like this, and in that one addition was there in the form of the neighborhood, and the neighborhood is magnets. There also one father was there, 5 children were there. Our KGI is peeping through the fence. She is looking through the fence and observing that Mr. McDonald's is not that strict man. He is not keeping that what we say proper distance, or he was not formal in his attitude. he was very friendly with his children. Few were clinging on his coat, and somebody was sitting on his shoulders, and one person or one child hold a horse of water on him, and he was totally drenched. Then also he didn't get angry. On the contrary, he was playing with them. Happily, they all were laughing. And Kezia said that, okay, God has created fathers, but one kind of fathers. My father is different. His father is very nice. That is her understanding as a teenager. Those concepts were building in her mind that my father is different. And there are a variety of fathers. One day, something happened in the family. What has happened? Let us see. What has happened? The thing that has happened is reconciliation of Kezia and her father. Actually, her mother got sick and she has to be hospitalized. She can't be there alone in the hospital. Father can't go because of his office work. So grandmother was accompanying. Now the people who are left at home were father and Kezia. For Kezia, during daytime there was no problem. But many times during night she used to get nightmares. Nightmare means already we discussed in the vocabulary slide, that is bad dreams. And what was the dream? The dream was that one butcher is there. He is holding one knife and a rope around him, and he is just approaching Kezia, and Kezia is going in the corner of the room and shouting, "Save me, save me." At that moment, grandmother used to come and take her, and she was getting little north. Kezia got worried that, okay, mother is not there, grandmother is not there, only father is there. And in that again, the cook Alice is saying, don't disturb your poor father. Poor father, because Alice's version is that he is working for the whole day and now at least night time he should get sound sleep. Kezia, who was worried about her nightmare, went to sleep. Somehow she was sleeping and suddenly she got the nightmare. She was worried that the butcher is approaching and now possibly what will happen in her dream. Suddenly she got up with a lot of fear for the butcher. When she opened her eyes, she can't believe her father was there to take care of her. In his hand there was newspaper, and he just kept that newspaper aside. He lifted her and took her to his bedroom. Kezia was weeping with fear, but father was there to console her. When he took her, what he did or what happened in the bedroom, then when she opened her eyes, she saw her father beside her. He carried her to his bedroom and made her warm and comfortable on his bed. She felt very safe and comfortable with him. It was now she realized that her father was not all that of a giant, that he loved and cared her in his own way, that he had to work the whole day to care his family and was too tired to play with her. He lifted her and took her to his room, his bedroom. And when she was there with him, sleeping with him, he just made her comfortable. That don't worry, I am there now. And he was there, and in that lying posture only he went to sleep. When he was sleeping, she was thinking about her. She felt that he is not at all giant. He is having his own style, his own way of loving, his own way of caring. She slept on his chest, and when she was thinking about him, she just breathed the sigh. He felt that again one more dream. He asked, another dream? She said, no father, not another. She held him very tight and said that, father, I could hear your heartbeats. You got a very big heart. Big heart, not in the form of big hands and big neck and big mouth. This time, big heart in which the whole family is there, that care is there, that love is there. That same Kezia, who could not understand her father, now she could understand his decisions, his actions, his talks. The conversion of that immature, innocent girl to a mature girl has been shown by Catherine in the story. That is the little. We are going to conduct one activity. Three characters, important characters are given. You have been given different qualities of the characters. And what is your job? Your job is to find one quality and to which character it is applicable, that is to be. For example, mature. Is it applicable to KJ? Is it applicable to father or grand? To whom it is? Then you have to decide. You have to understand the story. Already we have discussed. With that, even you should read it once again, and then we'll go for this worksheet. When it is done, then you can say that yes, we can even talk about the characters with the help of different qualities. Next, few questions are given to you just to revise the lesson one by one. Please go through these questions. Try to answer yourself. If not, go to the lesson and take it in the style of reading comprehension and try to answer it. One homework is also given. Few more questions regarding KGM. That one of them is write short notes on relationship between KJ and her father. Such is the story. I hope you like the story. Thank you.